Hey everybody, Alex here with Momentum Charting. Welcome to today's update on the SPY, the S&P 500. Very useful trading day today. Guys, if you have not yet done so, make sure you jump down below, subscribe to the channel. I'm going to be doing daily updates from here on out on the S&P, the SPY. So if you have not yet subscribed to the channel, make sure you do not miss a single daily update in the market. Some very exciting times coming, some very exciting things probably set to be some strong volatility over the next couple months. You're not going to want to miss any updates. So thank you for subscribing to the channel. Hope everyone is having a great day. And like I mentioned at the beginning of the video, guys, today was a very, very useful day in the markets and on our charts. And I'm going to try to keep today's session very short. I'm going to run through things a little bit quickly here. But long story short, guys, I believe that we have definitely here started the next leg higher to the upside. And in order for that to happen, we're going to have to break some key trend lines back down to the downside. But let's quickly look at the evidence on the SPY. So this is kind of pretty much what I've been waiting for here, guys. I've got this 2-hour chart here opened up on the SPY. I've got this leg of overhead resistance that I had in place since the September 3rd top, following this down, and been waiting for two things. Been waiting for a break on a candle body above this resistance, as well as the formation of some support / structure in place here on these candles moving to the upside. And I believe right now, guys, we have both of those conditions in place right here. So this is the trend line for right now that I'm going to be following to the upside. If we do happen to at some point here get a break to the outside of this, I'm going to be setting a horizontal line of support and then abandoning the long call in the markets if we were to break down, okay, at that horizontal resistance. But for right now, I'm pretty confident in this trend line. But again, if that trend line were to fail to the outside, I'm going to set a horizontal line of support, and then if that breaks, going to temporarily at least abandon the long-term uptrend project that we're working on here in the S&P 500. So I'm going to be following that over the next couple of days, next couple of weeks. Hopefully this thing just cooperates like I'm hoping it will, and just starts working along this trend line and starts taking us to much higher prices, starts taking us to all-time highs, and we start getting some exciting positive action in the market and much higher prices over the next couple of weeks. So that's what I'm looking for right now in the SPY. I also wanted to show you guys this. Been waiting for this on the 2-hour momentum. I showed you this over the last couple of days. These last couple bottoms here in June, July, and August, we had these momentum, the momentum data points that started pushing to the upside. And we had not had anything resembling that in place as far as structure over the last, let's see, since about September 3rd, right? Nothing resembling an upward move back to the upside in momentum. But so here's August. Got that. Take this trend line over here. You can starting to see this thing pushing up to the upside in July, and then also in June, which signified our last bottom right here in June. So let's take that over here and just look at that, comparing it to what happened today. You guys can see there, fits pretty nicely. Just starting to look for this momentum to start carrying up to the upside. You guys can see here we are already operating right now in a very positive area of momentum. Here's the 0 line. This is all a very positive area of momentum to be working at, and it looks to me like definitely right now at least. It could always roll over, but that would correspond with a break to the downside of this trend line. I'm going to be watching this closely, but for right now, guys, the easy move is to the upside. We have to give benefit of doubt to the long side. long-term trend right now still pointed up. Right now it looks like we have a definitive shift in momentum back to the upside on all time frames, including the short-term time frame, which is what we're going to be looking for, what we have been looking for over the past few trading sessions. And yeah, just going to be looking to follow this up and see kind of where we maybe break this trend line and start getting some topping action for potential another fall in markets, but that's not yet. Right now it looks like we're pushing back to the upside. Okay, so I did also want to show the chart here of the VIXY. You guys know I've been watching this, and it looks like today we just did get that follow through. This was the trend line that I've been pointing you guys to over the past few trading sessions, and it's just this one here, it's kind of give or take a little bit on this, but you can see it looks pretty much like this trend line is broken to the downside. And also if we pull in here and look at this momentum on a 30-minute time frame, it looks to me like this trend line here is breached to the downside, and we're still pushing a fairly hard degree to the down. So I do believe that over the next day, sometime tomorrow, we're going to get a definitive break of this VIXY to the downside, which is going to allow markets to resume their march higher, okay, over the next couple of days. And then lastly, I just did want to bring up this. On the DRSI chart, 30-minute time frame, we were watching this also over the last couple of trading sessions. I drew this trend line in here from the top on August 30th all the way down, connecting this point on September 9th. Was looking for a break of this trend line, and not only did we get a break today, but we got that nice break with confirmation, and it looks like we're starting to move higher out of these levels and expecting this thing let me get the drawing tool here, you know, over the next couple days, couple weeks, something like that, starting to move in a higher fashion on this RSI, which are obviously going to start taking the S&P back to the upside. So I'm going to be watching the trend line I showed here on the SPY. Let me go back to this chart here. I'm going to be watching this trend line here on a 2-hour time frame. All right, this one here, pushing to the upside, going to be watching for that momentum to continue to the upside. This one here, okay, this momentum to continue basically along this trend line at some degree, starting to move back to the upside in a similar fashion to the way the last few recoveries from these lows have happened. Going to be expecting that to continue up there, and going to be watching also this trend line right here on a 30-minute time frame. Right, looks like we have a pretty nice structure in place here, even as far as on a 30-minute time frame. You guys can see I have that trend line drawn here, broken to the upside today. Got this pretty decent, pretty nice structure in place here. Everything looking to me pretty good here to me, guys. All systems go for now. Obviously, I'm going to be warning you if see any reversal of conditions over the next week, next couple of days, whatever the case may be. Again, we just have to pay attention to what markets are doing. But if they want to act anything like they've been doing over the last 3-4 months, this thing is just going to continue up at a pretty fast pace over the next couple of days, and then maybe get some slowdown, right? Some sort of topping action, some slowdown, break of this trend line eventually, and then find its way, consolidation, then maybe start lower and then push higher again. So we're going to be watching for all this stuff to develop in the future. But right now, to me, there's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. The place to be in the market is long, not short. I believe we're finished with this short-term pullback, which ended up being about 2.02%. And here we are again, guys. Very interesting, very positive market action yesterday that looks like is going to start carrying us to higher prices and hopefully breaking all-time highs over the next few trading days. Guys, thank you so much for joining me on this video. Yeah, if you don't want to make sure to miss any updates on the SPY over the next few days, make sure you're subscribed to the channel. We're going to be doing updates on a regular most likely a daily basis. I've got some other charts and stuff to catch up on too, but for sure the one I'm going to keep updating on, the one which most people are interested in, the chart of the S&P 500. Guys, thank you so much for joining me. Have yourself a fantastic day. I will talk to everybody again soon and see you in the next update. Bye for now.